Hello, happy travelers. Welcome to my reserve month. It is now April 1st, and I wish it was an April Fool's joke that I was on reserve, but it's not. So today I'm on call. I have a wrap B, and what that means is a wrap stands for reserve availability period, and wrap B means my time is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to be on call, and I have to be at the airport within 3 hours of when they call me. It is currently 2:33 p.m., so I have 3.5 hours left on my wrap. Haven't been called yet, but knock on wood, I don't know, we'll see. So I have to put in my bids for tomorrow, my preferences, I guess. There's a New York in there that is work there and then deadhead back the next day. So I put in for that. I don't want to work necessarily. I actually would rather stay home, but once I start getting nervous about being on call, so we'll see. So far I've spent today working on some other things, some brand collaborations, which is awesome, which included rolling around on the floor on video, which was fun. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself some lunch and see where the day takes me, literally. I don't know, we'll see. So that whole time I was talking, I did not realize that one of my pimple patches was in my hair. I wonder where it went. I bought a 300 pack on Amazon, super cheap, like $7, and these things are so awesome. They usually stay on well, but I guess this one did not last night, and I was wondering where it went. It's in my hair, so if you saw it before, I did not see it, and I'm gonna get it out of my hair now. So I am making an afternoon coffee now, and I've become a bit of a coffee snob. I bought whole beans, which is awesome, except I needed a grinder, and Kevin told me to get a manual one so we could take it traveling, but now I have to manually grind these beans every time I want a cup of coffee. It works pretty well though. It's a nice forearm workout. Anything I mention in this video, I'll put the affiliate links down below if you want to check it out. Obviously, I need more caffeine. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that's good stuff. It's expensive stuff too. Good news, I did not get called to fly today. Yay! So it's after 6 p.m., which means I have the rest of the night free. I don't have to worry about anyone calling me. But the bad news is they put me on wrap A tomorrow, which means I go on call at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That sucks. But if I can make it through those early morning hours, by the time I wake up, I'm gonna be like halfway through the availability period. So I guess that's a good thing. We're gonna go to Home Depot. We're gonna go to Home Depot because I have decided that I'm going to rip out our shower doors and replace it with a curtain. We rent, so we had to ask our landlord if we could do it, and he said yes. So I love a good DIY. And we're gonna get some pizza, and it's gonna be a great night.
Pizza.
Welcome to day 4 of my reserve month in April. They got me today, as you can see from my uniform. I was on call from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and at about 10 after 4 p.m. they called me. So I thought I was home free, but not so much. So I'm going to St. Louis tonight. I guess a flight from earlier is delayed, so they recrewed it. And it's just one flight there and layover and one flight back. So on paper, not too bad. Knock on wood, because anything could happen in this business. So I had 3 unexpected days off, my first 3 days on reserve, and then I had 2 actual days off where I wasn't on call or anything. And Kevin and I went on an overnight hike for the very first time, which was very fun, but my legs are so sore. Today is my 4th day, so day 4 and 5 will be taken up by this trip, and then I have 1 day on reserve and then 2 more days off, so it's kind of crazy. We know our days off ahead of time, although it's still a little bit complicated because there are flex days and golden days, and you can be scheduled into your flex days, but golden days, they can't be touched, and it's this whole thing. Anyway, 2 of my reserve days are being eaten up by this trip, which is good. So I'm just getting a little cheeky hamburger at McDonald's before I go because I didn't have time to make myself anything. And then I will be going to the airport. It's a good thing it's a weekend because there would be a lot of traffic if it were not. Okay, I am here. I made it. They actually changed our departure time. They moved it up instead of delayed more, instead of back, which is crazy. Really Not supposed to do that with crew members, but my sign-in time's the same, so I just have less time. Stupid planes. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Must not have been that important. Oh well. Let's get to the terminal. Like I said, this flight was delayed from its original departure time. So they recrewed it, and then it was undelayed a little bit, and the plane's not even here, so I don't even know what's going on. All I know is I'm gonna be on time, and I remembered to change my nose ring. We now have robot wheelchairs here in LAX. It's very strange. All right, I made it to my room in St. Louis. It was a pretty smooth flight, just 3 hours, which is so short, but it is 2:15 in the morning here, which means it's after midnight at home. So I'm pretty pooped. But of course, now it's time for the murderer check. And someone told me the murderer check was boring on my last video, so I'm sorry about that, but you can skip ahead, you don't have to watch it. But we do have to check for murderers. Got the closet. Can't really see. No murderers in there. Underneath. 2-bed situation today. Ooh. Ha. Oh, that's me. And ha. Oh. If there was murder in there, he'd be dead. I'd be the murderer. This is a big bathroom. Wow. No murderers in there. Oh, a murderer could hide over there. That's a weird space. All right, I am convinced this room is murderer free. Now, I normally would hang out and relax for a little bit, but it's very late, so I'm gonna go to bed ASAP. And then maybe I'll get some barbecue tomorrow. Who knows? Good morning. Oh boy, am I so pretty today? I ended up staying awake until about 4:15 St. Louis time, which is about 2:15 California time, so I'm a little off because I didn't get in until late, and then I had a couple things to do. So I slept late, but luckily there is a Starbucks very, very close to the hotel, so I have this coffee that is as big as my head. It is a venti Americano, which I think has, I'm not sure how many shots this has, at least 3, possibly 4. Weather's looking kind of gloomy, not the best, but I don't think it's too cold outside. There is a barbecue place that's pretty close. It's St. Louis, so I might go down and get some barbecue a little bit later. I have a few hours. I once again looked for the Gateway Arch, which is the, St. Louis Arch. We're staying a lot closer to it this time. Last time I was way far out, but it's all sold out. And I only found out I was coming here yesterday, so I didn't have time to plan ahead. So the arch still eludes me. One time I will get up into that St. Louis Arch. I guess you take a little tram to the top. If anyone has any St. Louis recs, leave them down below, because I'm sure I will be back here again. So far for a reserve trip, this is not that bad. Just one leg there and one leg back, which you know from last month, I love. Once I'm done with this trip, I have one more day on reserve until I have a couple days off. So they could still use me for something. It would have to be a turn or possibly a 2-day if they were just completely out of reserves, which is unlikely, but you never know. Not sure what's gonna happen, but I'm hoping I have an extra day off, which would be very nice. Okay. Get out of here. I just ordered some barbecue that I'm gonna go pick up from a different place than last time. Last time I went to a place called Salt and Smoke, I think. Actually, I got Uber Eats. And this one is called Sugar Fire, which gets good reviews, so I'm hopeful. It's actually really nice out, like probably a perfect temperature. So that's nice. I didn't bring like a sweater, so I'm wearing my uniform sweater, my little wings here. But well, sweater's a sweater. I think I found something else that I want to do next time I'm here. the National Blues Museum. I feel like that would be pretty cool. I've always wanted to do the music triangle, you know, Nashville, New Orleans, Memphis. But I didn't know St. Louis was into it, so maybe next time. Maybe it's not quite exactly ready yet. This place is popping, but it is Sunday, so I'm so hungry now. It smells so good in here. What do we have here? Okay, couldn't find any napkins, so Kleenex it is. So this place was called Sugar Fire. I got a pulled pork sandwich, which I am obsessed with pulled pork, so got 2 options of barbecue sauce. St. Louis sweet barbecue sauce, and this is also St. Louis sweet barbecue sauce. Thought I got 2 options. Let me see here. Sweet, sweet. And a honey sriracha, which is not the one I ordered. Well, at least I have a lot of sweet. That's okay. Kevin will like the honey sriracha. Not so much me though. As you can probably gather by my videos, a lot of the job is just flying and getting to your hotel and maybe eating food, relaxing, resting, and then flying back home or doing it again the next day. Someone told me on my last video, I'm not making the job look very attractive because all it is what I said, fly, hotel, rest, eat, fly back. It's not really my job to make this profession look attractive. I'm trying to show you guys what it's really like. Part of the reason I may not go out in some of these cities is because I've been to these cities a lot of times before. I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on my layovers. I'm trying to make money because I'm working. And, you know, sometimes when you're staying in a city and it's some random city like Tulsa, Oklahoma in the middle of January and it's 5 degrees outside, you don't want to go anywhere. So I'm more likely to go out when the weather's nice, for sure. That's the reality of it. And I don't want to glamorize the job in case anyone's thinking of becoming a flight attendant. I want you to see what the day-to-day real life stuff is. Also, I don't do international. You know, you can watch other flight attendants that do a lot of international. Number one, I don't really have the opportunity to out of LAX with my airline. We don't have a lot of cool international trips. And number two, I don't have a lot of interest in doing a super long flight for only a 24-hour layover. Like Sydney's a 15-hour flight, the layover is 24 hours. I'd rather just go there on my time off and spend vacation time there. And the glamorous part of this job though is me using the perks. And yes, that is the main reason I have this job, is for the perks. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. The glamorous part of this job is on my other channel, The Awkward Tourists with Kevin. We use the flight benefits a lot. I've been to about 50 countries, already been to 3 continents this year. And we do a lot of cool stuff because of this job. So this is just the day-to-day, it's work. Regardless, I'm happy that you guys are here and thank you so much for sticking with me. I would love suggestions of videos you'd like to see. That would be fantastic for me because sometimes I feel like these do get a little repetitive. I am going to eat this barbecue food and I'm so excited. Sugar Fire, very good. Okay, it's about that time. I'm getting caffeinated and we're getting on the plane. And then we're flying home. I love it. It's my favorite flight. I made it home and am absolutely chilling, as you can tell by no makeup and pajama clothes. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos, and hit the thumbs up. And if you have any questions about Reserve, drop them in the comments. Until my next video, this is Kelly from The Awkward Flight Attendant. Peace out. Which I might still do for a little while, but I don't know what this is. It's actually really nice. It's right there. It's right there. Here's Cat. Hi, ears. Oh, kisses. Thank you.